Hello everybody, welcome to the 5,000 subscribers special Q&A thing that we are going to be doing for our 5,000 subscribers that we've got on our channel right now, which is really awesome. So I want to quickly first start off by saying thank you to all 5,000 and, well actually 5,000 and whatever number we're up to right now, because I've actually hit 5,000, we hit 5,000 a few days ago from when I'm recording this, and we already are a few hundred over it, so let's keep up the great work. Everything's going really good, going really fast actually, and I'm sure you guys, I can see, are very excited as much as what I'm excited about our channel growing. And overall, we don't do many videos about our channel in terms of how we talk about our videos when we're doing other videos. We don't really talk about our channel too much, so overall, I think the future is going to be great for us. I think that's going to be really awesome if we keep doing what we're doing, keep growing like we're growing, and keep maybe changing things up. We'll start having a look at doing some other stuff on the channel, probably mostly Minecraft related, but we can also do other things. If you guys have got suggestions, keep them going. I love reading you guys' comments. I love seeing what's on there. I try and get back to as many of them as I can. I'm sure I think we've done a really good job of keeping up with our comments. I love to get back to you guys when you guys get back to me. It's really nice. So let's get started. I've got a few things I want to go through. We've got, first of all, a few questions. Maybe we can do some questions, and if I forget to go through the other things, we can do them in another video, I guess. I'm sure I probably will forget, being me. But aside from that, we can get started on a few of the questions so we can kind of check what you guys are thinking. So the first few questions we're going to go through are going to be some of the questions we got on Twitter. If I didn't get through to all your guys' questions, we'll definitely do another Q&A. I've actually got so many more than I was hoping for, so thank you so much for sending in what you wanted to know, sending in some questions, and I mean, hopefully I'll answer them in, I guess, not really ways you guys want to be answered, because I mean, what's the point of asking a question? But let's get started, alright? So what is the first question? First question here is, obviously all of these are going to be on Twitter. I'll tell you when we go over to YouTube comments. So the first one is, what inspired you to do YouTube? Now this is a very cool question. It's actually probably one of like the more important questions, I guess, and it's probably more deep in meaning, but yeah, what inspired me to do YouTube? So I would say, in general with YouTube, I started watching YouTube obviously when it for forever now, but I got really into my YouTube videos probably, I would say when I was, probably about 3 years ago or 4 ago. And what I was always doing is I was looking, not even gaming videos, I was just looking at videos on YouTube, and I saw a lot of people doing videos, and I kind of realized that these are just people making videos, you know what I mean? People like you and me that are doing videos, and I thought that was a really cool thing. They kind of, like, the fact that I spent so much time watching them and I appreciated them made me think, you know, I'd love to do that as well. It must be really cool to do that. After that, I started getting into some gaming videos. I started watching a lot of things, and that was all because of Minecraft, actually, when I started playing Minecraft. I started getting into those sorts of videos, and I thought, you know, that would be really cool. I wanted to do YouTube videos. I've thought of other channels I might have wanted to do. This is my first channel, obviously, and I thought, you know, what could we do? We could do some Minecraft videos, and I've been putting it off for so long, and one day I said, you know what, I'm gonna get some videos done, and I got some videos done. Well, we actually started doing videos, and they were actually, yeah, we're learning along the way, and we're still learning today. But yeah, what inspired me to do YouTube? Pretty much other people doing YouTube, and me wanting to kind of give back to what I've taken, if that makes sense. I've consumed a lot of YouTube videos, and it seems like a really good thing to do, and I must admit, I see a lot of you guys do want to start your own channels, and it really is a really rewarding thing when you do YouTube videos. It's tough, but it's good. It's really great, alright? So, next question is, what made you start making vids? I guess we kind of answered that one, and where do you see yourself in 2 years in YouTube? Alright, so first of all, what made me start doing vids would be that inspired me to do YouTube thing. And where would you see yourself in 2 years, or where do I see myself in 2 years? So in 2 years on YouTube, I guess, you know what the thing is, I would love to see myself as far as we could be. I'd love to see myself, like, being us as a channel, doing a lot more stuff, doing things every day, probably. Obviously, it will turn out the way it will turn out, but if I could have a choice, I mean, I would love to do this every day. But as far as it goes, we'll just see how everything takes us, see where everything's going. I still see us as a gaming channel. I mean, that's the plan. We're going to be doing gaming stuff. I mean, if anything else pops up, I mean, things pop up, hey, but as long as you guys are enjoying it, as long as I'm enjoying it, wherever it takes us. I don't want to have too many set goals and then stick to things, you know what I mean? Just keep things going. Keep things doing what they do, okay? Next question. Why 2 seconds? I've clicked over my stuff that I've got all my notes on my other screen, and I've just clicked one and it blocked the next one. Alright, so do you think about making videos on other games? So this is also a very good question. And this kind of relates to the previous question, actually. So your questions kind of did make sense, pretty much, to be together. Right, so do I think of making videos on other games? Yes, I do, actually. I actually have thought about it for quite some time, but I didn't think too deeply about it until rather recently. And I think we will one day start doing a few videos on other games. And if you guys do have any kind of suggestions or anything along those lines, let me know, because I would really love to get going on them and kind of put a few out, maybe one or so a week or one every 2 weeks or something. I mean, even more regularly, who knows. But yeah, let me know about what you guys would love to see. I'm into a lot of different games, really. I'm not only the Minecraft type sandbox kind of guy. I play a lot of first-person shooters as well. I'm not very good, but I love them. I enjoy them. And a lot of adventure games. You guys have heard me speak about Skyrim. I still love that game. It's probably one of my most favorite games ever. And I would love to play that. And in saying that, we also, in terms of other video games, in terms of Minecraft, which has been our staple on this channel, obviously, it's the only thing we've posted on this channel. We also do a modern Minecraft, which in many ways I feel is a different game in general. So the next question, we're actually taking a lot of time on these questions. We might have to do this over 2 videos. The next question is, would you rather eat, sleep, make a video on how you make your thumbnails? Also, what is your greatest fear? Okay, I don't know what that question is, but would you rather eat, sleep? I would definitely rather eat than sleep, if that's the question. I love eating, I hate sleeping, and I hate waking up. It's just, yeah, that's the thing. Make a video on how you make your thumbnails. Also, what is your greatest fear? My thumbnails are pretty much, I go into Photoshop, take a screenshot of what I want, I go into Photoshop, and I adjust the brightness, I adjust the contrast, I adjust saturation, and then I play around on the red, green, and blue. That's all I do. And it sounds like a lot. It's like, yeah, that's everything. Really, it's not that tough. It's just a bit of trial and error and seeing what they look like. One trick, if you guys do need a trick to make thumbnails, if you guys are interested in doing YouTube and stuff, something I can give you a tip on is think of the thumbnail being a very small thing, and when you zoom out from it, so if you are messing around in Photoshop or anything, just zoom out from it, get it to the thumbnail size, and then start tweaking things again to try and get it to look a bit more appealing on that level. Because when you've got this big thing, you start looking at smaller details which don't end up showing anyway. So definitely zoom out, check it out. I'm not going to keep going on that because that's a lot of different stuff. And the next question, again, is would you rather die jumping off a building or getting cooked to death? That's a very, very strange question. But as far as my decision, I don't know. This is, I mean, they both sound absolutely terrible and painful, but I've never heard of someone getting cooked to death. So I guess that would be kind of something, I guess. Alright, so the next question, and this question has been asked on YouTube and on Twitter, and quite coincidentally is also going to be the question where we switch over. So, Q&A, if you are doing a sport or what would you want it to be? Okay, so if I was doing a sport, I've played a lot of sports in my day, and I love sports. I don't play a sport currently, but I do love going to the gym, if you guys were wondering. I love that stuff. And if I would be doing a sport now, aside from me, I used to do athletics, and I loved athletics. But currently, I would say the sport I watch the most, and if I had to play, I would probably do it, is actually something a lot of you guys, because the majority of you guys come from the US, and maybe countries that don't have this sport, but you probably know about it. It's a sport called rugby, and I love it. Rugby union, if you guys who are kind of going to be able to say which one is it, there's 2 different types, and I play the good one, rugby union. That's my favorite sport. So, yeah, if you guys are interested, check it out. I love it so much. Alright, so let's go up to some of these YouTube questions. So I'm just going to scroll up on my other screen here, and first question over here. I have a question. Sorry I don't have a Twitter account, so I'm posting my question on the comments. That's completely fine. If you guys have Twitter, you guys got the first questions. If you guys have presenting it on the YouTube channel, that's fine. That's cool. Everything's cool. Alright, so I'm posting my question on the comments. I want to begin a Minecraft YouTube channel. Do you have any tips? I think I've answered this on the comment as well. But my most important thing that I could give to you about making YouTube videos, in terms of gaming, obviously I've got a bit more stuff, but in general, the thing that I find kept me back from doing these things is just not putting them up. You know what I mean? Like, you've got so many good ideas, you've got so many things you want to do, and you just kind of put it away saying, I'll fix it up, I'll make it better, I'll do something different. And that's kind of the thing that you're going to have to get over in the beginning. So just put the video up. Trust me, you can put up the most terrible video you've ever put up. I've got 2 or 3 videos on my channel, which were my first 3 videos, and they are absolutely terrible. Maybe one day we can release them, and you guys can have a look at them, but they are absolutely terrible videos. I had a really horrible mic, and I didn't know what I was doing, but I was trying, and that's the thing. You have to put in a bit of work, put yourself out there. If people are gonna laugh, people are gonna laugh. I'm sure, you know what, it makes a bit of comedy now, having a look at how terrible my videos were in the beginning. So in the end, we're probably gonna laugh at the videos we're making today, and definitely get started on that. A few other tips which I can give to you: if you're gonna sort out anything on your computer for gaming or anything like that, sort out audio first up. Like, don't even worry about your graphics until you've got your audio set up and ready. Another few things, you guys don't want to be going, I know I sometimes could be a little bit guilty of this, but I'm consciously thinking against it. When people say, and, you know, like that sort of stuff, don't do that. Just speak, say things that you want to say, you know what I mean? So keep doing that, and I don't know, you'll do better videos. Another few things I can give you guys tips on is, if you guys are doing gaming videos, just play the game. No one's gonna listen to a lot of rambling on too much, which I do ramble on, but play the game. People want to watch you play the game. Definitely get onto the game, and you guys do call me out when I don't do it, so thank you so much for that. Alright, so next question is, do you practice any sort of sport? We have answered that to an extent, and the only sport I practice is my gymming stuff, so that's sort of things that I practice. So not any particular sport. How do you practice your build? I like that question. How do you practice your build? Alright, so, and I'm saying build like that because I kind of feel like that sort of adds to that sentence. Alright, how do I practice it? What I do, originally, when I was terrible at building, because I don't think I was absolutely horrible, but I wanted to get better, and the way I got better was I ended up watching a lot of things that I thought looked good, not only Minecraft things, but I would look at things in real life. For instance, here where I live in Sydney, Australia, which a lot of you guys have asked, where do I live? I live in Australia. I live in Sydney, Australia, and there is a really cool building in our city called the QVB. It's a Queen Victoria building, and it looks really, really amazing, I think. And I've kind of looked at that, and I've looked at a lot of things, and I try to build a lot of details on that. It's a very tough thing to do in Minecraft, and that I learned a lot from. And aside from that, just doing these really weird projects and practicing really weird things. But yeah, that's, I think, where we're going to leave this one off, guys. So we're definitely going to do 2 videos here, that's for sure. We're already up to, what is that, 13 minutes or so on this video. And it's already gone quite long, and I'm loving going through these questions. So what I'm going to do now, guys, is I'm going to say goodbye to you. And the next video should be coming out the next few days, or the next day, or maybe who knows when. But thank you very much for your questions, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys enjoy getting to know me a little bit more. And I will see you guys in the next one.